What's going on, guys? Back at you. As I promised, I said my next video would be a spatchcock chicken. Some people have said it's saying spatchcock, they use the word butterfly. But what we're going to do is cook a whole chicken on the Weber. That way you know how to do it. It's not really hard to do. You just cut a chicken open, set it on the Weber, and let it do its work. But I realize it may be kind of intimidating, so I'll go ahead and film how we go ahead and get it done. So here we go. So as you can see, I've already got a whole chicken from the grocery store. The only thing I've done is I've rinsed it off, I've dried it off, and I've taken everything out of the middle, like the neck and the liver. The liver was in there. Sometimes also the gizzard will be in there. But you can see here, I just got a regular chicken. So how you spatchcock it is, you put it on its stomach. Drying it off. You put it on its stomach, and you find the spine. So here's the spine right here, right? And be very careful, have a sharp knife. Only thing I'm gonna do is just cut across this, cut right next to the spine. And there's some bone in there, so make sure you have a good knife, okay? And cut yourself. Okay, so we got one side open. Here's the spine. We'll go, I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna switch it up here, but we'll just go to the other side. And I can feel the spine, and just cut right along here, okay? And there we go. We got the spine out of the chicken. So what you got is you got a butterfly chicken, right? Or what people call, put that in the sink, what most people call a spatchcock chicken. Now the one tip I'll give you is that it doesn't quite lay as flat as I want. I want it to be extremely flat. It doesn't quite do that as much as I want. So what you would do is, you can see up here toward the top of the chicken, there's a bone right here. And what you can do is you can cut through the bone like this just a little bit, and it breaks, and it kind of breaks that and it lays flat. Or what some people do is they take their hands and they just push it down and it'll pop that bone. So what you have now is you have a spatchcock chicken. So I'll go ahead and, if I hear the water running, just rinsing it off again. And again, this was already clean to begin with, but get some paper towels and I'll dry it off. So I'll dry this off here. I'll pick this up. Just pick it up by the legs and off this cutting board. And it goes without saying, but you know, chicken can be pretty messy, so make sure you clean up and wipe this area down good before and after you have a chicken. So here we go. We got our chicken. It's spatchcocked. It's fairly dry. I'll wash my hands over here, so I don't do anything else contaminated. And the only thing I'll do now is I'll go ahead and add my seasoning. And we're gonna season this bad boy liberally. So you can see I got a lot. We'll break down, we'll rub it in. We'll get it all over there. Get it in. Then we'll just flip her over. Look, now we got a bird that's completely seasoned and ready to go. So that's all there is to spatchcocking the bird. What I'm doing right now is I'll get my coals on. Oop, there's a part that I didn't get right there. You see it? I'll get my coals on outside, I'll get them white hot, and then we'll connect outside and I'll show you how to put it on your Weber. All right? All right, folks, we're back outside, and as you can see, I got my coals in my chimney. And I don't know if you can see it over here, but I got 2 baskets in here. I don't hardly ever use the baskets, but I wanted to really keep the chicken away from the smoke. I want to do it indirect. And I'm going to do it indirect by doing it kind of in between, in the middle. Do the chicken in the middle, have the coals on the outside. You can see I got a little fire going here, and that's just from the grease from the chicken from last time. But what I'll do is I'll just take my basket, and I'll just divide it up. So I got quite a few coals right there. I'll set this chimney in a safe place. Okay, perfect. So I got my coals in there, they're white hot, and what I got to do is just divide them out now, right? So it's quite a few. That was a full basket, and you can see how it kind of, there's more coals than the basket can hold. So I guess less is more when you're using the using that. So all I'm going to do is take this, and I want to put this on the side, and I'll just slide this over to be on this side. I'll leave this one right here. And what the problem is that I've got some coals over there, so I'll just move them out of the way so I can get all the way against that side, against that bank. And let's see if this works. Out of the way. A little harder than I want it to be. I can lift it up a little bit. Real life, no edits. All right. So now we got this one all the way there. We got that one all the way there. We got these coals, which for all I care, they can just stay over here. These out of there. Cool. So these can stay over here, okay? No biggie at all. I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's get the grate on here and let's cook. Grate on, and all I'm going to be cooking the chicken on is this part, so that's the part I want to make sure that's really clean. You guys know how I like my hickory. I'll throw hickory on now, a few on each side. If I can get them. All right. We'll leave this here. Straighten out a little bit. All right, so we're good to go. Set these things down. Put this thing away. All right, so what we're gonna do now is take the chicken. I like to throw the legs in like this and set it right on there. Some people even take the wings and put them up here, but right here. And what you got is a chicken that's ready to cook, okay? Here we go. So we'll set the timer. I'll set the timer for probably 45 minutes just so I can get the timer on it, just to see how it, let's try this. Let's put this way. There we go. Put the chicken legs in like that. Excuse me, the chicken wings. You can rotate them in. That way they're a little more protected. All right, so here we go. We got chicken on there. We'll go for, what'd I say? We'll go for 45 minutes and see how it comes out. Looking good. And vents wide open.
Wide open. All right.
All right, people, we about halfway through the 45 minutes. Let me show you where we are. So, oops, my bad. So 22 minutes, we set it on 45, so this will just kind of show you where we are. The reason I'm doing this is because, you know, I ain't no fool. You know, I realize that sometimes I mess things up, so I always halfway through the cook just like to throw a probe in there and just see how things are going, and most importantly, to make sure nothing's burning. So let's take a look at it together and see what we got. All right. So as you can see, she's a pretty color. Let's get a temperature in the breast and see how it's reading. So 123 degrees halfway through. You know, in my mind, that's perfect. That makes perfect sense. So 120 degrees, we got about 20 minutes to go. Everybody knows a safe cooking temperature for chicken is 160. I typically on my thighs, you know, I like to go to 185. The problem with the breast, however, is if you go to 185 with the breast, it's going to be dry. So, you know, 185 is what I do in the dark meat. Chicken breast, I'm going to have to stop it at 165. So we'll let it go probably another 20 minutes now before we get to the 45 minutes. And we'll take it off. We'll see how it looks, and we'll get a temperature reading on it. All right, we're back. Trying to get a picture of this right here. Just record this timer. I want them to see. Okay, we're at 0 minutes. We're at 45 minutes. All right, Sean, back up so we can have my lovely wife recording right now so we get a different angle. So we're going to take it off. I'm going to show them what it looks like. All right, so there's our chicken. 145. I'm going to throw a probe in the breast. 175. 189 to this side's hotter. Down to the dark meat. Hotter, 191, so perfect. So that's what we'll do. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get it off of here, so I'll put my gloves on. Scrape off the bottom a little bit. Pick it up. Sean, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna show on the bottom so you can see what the bottom looks like because they haven't seen that yet. So here we go. That's what the bottom of your chicken looks like. All that seasoning we did. There's the top. Perfect. Voila. 45 minutes. And you got yourself a whole spatchcock chicken. Leave me comments. Let me know what you think. If I help you out, give me a thumbs up. But anyways, hopefully this helped out. And if you got some ideas for me to cook something else, let me know. I've done a whole chicken, done a chicken breast, done chicken thighs. I think I've done chicken legs. Maybe we can do chicken wings next time. All right, until next time. Peace.